A voice from an ancestor is speaking through a Sangoma, a traditional faith healer in South Africa. It is a widely held belief, especially in the rural areas of this country, that Sangomas communicate with the dead to help the living. Zandili Nkosi is a 41-year-old Sangoma who says she's had the gift since she was 10 years old, but started practicing only 7 years ago. She says her ancestors' voices guide her sessions with patients who see her for physical ailments and counseling. A Sangoma's main tool is throwing the bones, animal bones, shells, and sometimes other articles. The healers and their patients believe how the bones land is influenced by ancestors who speak through the bones.
If you would have gone to a Western doctor, doctor would take an X-ray or examine you. You know, this is my tool to ascertain what's wrong with her.
Patient Tembe Maluleke says these beliefs are an important part of her African culture.
When people believe in archangels and Angel Gabriel, as Africans before Christianity, there was us and our ancestors. For them, those are our archangels, and it's our direct link to God.
This is the bone that identifies Tembe. And Tembe has a serious relationship with somebody. The bone is saying she is in a happy relationship. She is content. They're both content. If they were not happy, Tembe's bone would have said like this. It means I am not happy. Now Tembe's bone is like this. She is happy.
Western medicine is readily available in South Africa, and healthcare here is among the best on the continent. Still, an enormous number of people seek out traditional healers. Sangoma Kauki Mada has been throwing the bones for 15 years in a village near South Africa's border with Zimbabwe.
A lot of times it's bad news, like you get a premonition of something bad will happen, but you have to be very tactful as to not blur the lines of truth and really trying to hurt people, but do it in a manner that sort of takes care of their spirit as well.
To treat patients, a Sangoma will often prescribe traditional medicine known as muti, like these herbs and animal bones ground into powder.
This has been coming from our forefathers. You know, they didn't have hospitals then, they didn't have doctors, but they used traditional healers to administer health problems. So yes, this comes a long way, and it's still effective today.
Traditional healing is a spiritual practice where ancestors communicate directly with traditional healers. This sacred connection typically takes place in a space believed to serve as a window into the spiritual world. Traditionally, the Sangoma will begin by calling the ancestors through a ritual. On rare occasions, the ancestors will channel a healer or Sangoma without warning. Before we were ready to film, Dr. Anthony Maifadi went into a trance and started speaking in a different language. Later, he told us he was being channeled by his grandfather's spirit.
It comes through, converses in a Sotho dialect called Spulana.
He's one of 6 ancestral spirits who, Anthony says, channel him directly.
To make sense of it, it's like in my case, it's like you're a bus with a couple of occupants. It takes you with a couple of occupants. And then each one will take turn driving.
For Sangomas, these trances are the method through which they consult a patient's spirit.
la mora, sabe, sabe.